And welcome back, everybody, to another live hangout here on a Monday night, baby. Let's go. I don't know if you can still hear in the voice here. I'm still a little sick, but I am getting a lot better, man. Yeah, Friday was a weird day, man. Um, I got up. I usually have some sinuses, some sinus issue in the morning. Take an allergy pill, drink some water, and it usually goes away in about like an hour or two. But I was feeling a little something on Thursday, but I was like, you know what, man, I'll be fine. Drank some juice, went to sleep, and then I woke up at like 7:30, 7:45, not feeling great. I was like, it'll go away at like around 11, basically like lunchtime. Yo, loco, trash can, what's going on? Spurs are done. Oh man, you never know, but I think you're right. I think you might be right. I'm hoping they can at least get a win or two in the series just for their fan base, man. San Antonio fan base, they seem like good people. I believe that, in my opinion, I believe almost any fan base. I believe they deserve a win in a final series, especially you know. But yeah, man, it's the Knicks are looking good. They are looking good. Um, but yeah, no. Woke up on Friday around like lunchtime. It was not going away, man. So I was like, you know what? Let me take another another allergy pill. Let me take some ibuprofen, bring down the swelling, and let me take a nap. I was like, you know what, man? With all that and a nap, I'll be like, dude, I'm gonna be feeling great. Woke up around like I think it was like around just before 6 p.m. So like an hour before where I was supposed to go live, and I felt worse. That's when you know you're sick, when you take a nap and you wake up and you somehow feel worse than you did when you went to sleep. So yeah, no, yeah, it was not good. Sorry guys, I woke up really late. I was like, oh my god, I was trying to like figure out what was going on, and then I was like, oh yeah, I should probably let people know I'm not probably going to be able to stream on Friday. So sorry about that, guys. Glad you're all good. Hey, I feel a little bit better. I don't know if you can tell by my voice. It's still on the mend, but I'm hoping I'm going to be going on a flight here in about less than 48 hours. So I think like the contagion part of it, getting people sick, I think that's gone for sure. So yeah, I started feeling a little bit better last night, and then I woke up. I actually woke up at 6:30 this morning, and I was so out of it. I thought it was 6:30 p.m. and I had like a panic attack for like 3 4 minutes. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta get the stream going. I'm like, oh my god, I'm freaking out, and I'm like, hold on, what's going on? I was like, oh no, it's 6:30 in the morning. So yeah, wow. But yeah, man. But how are you guys doing? Sorry, I went off on a tangent there. It's been a weird couple of days. It's been a weird weekend. So hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully none of you guys are sick, and if you are, hopefully you're getting better, just like me. So yeah, man, it's good to see you guys. Good to see you. Good to see you. We unfortunately we missed a lot of NFL news, some big trades, some big extensions, some big signings. But don't worry, we're gonna get up to all of that. And on top of that, the game three of the NBA Finals will be starting up in about 25 minutes. So when that hits, I will be doing a little bit of coverage. I won't do the whole game unless you guys are really liking it. And then you know what? Let's get it going. But just like the last couple times, we'll do at least the half, and then we'll kind of play it by ear. So, yeah. But welcome, welcome, Mr. Segasaurus. What's going on, brother? How you doing? How you doing? I've been reacting to videos of Nick fans. The city will be destroyed if they win or lose. Are you talking about just this game or just the series overall? But yeah, man. Yeah, no. I mean, how long has it been since the Knicks won a title? What, like mid to early '90s? I know they haven't been to a final since what was it, 1999? I think I saw. Let me Google it. Let me Google it. Holy, oh wow, never mind. Yeah, the last time the Knicks won a title was back in 1973. Jesus. Okay, yeah. So this city's been waiting for a title for a while. The series overall. There we go. I agree. I agree. I mean, dude, we got Spike, who's been basically almost at every single Knicks game I've ever seen. He's always there on the sideline with his glasses. I like Spike Lee's movies, man. One of my favorite movies of all time is the is Malcolm X. It's actually my favorite book as well. The autobiography of Malcolm X, to be specific. But yeah, man. So yeah, 1973. Holy crap, that is a long time to wait for a title. Why is our president going to the game, bro? Yeah, I mean, doesn't seem like I've literally, and you know the internet, man. The internet will give you all types of different opinions. Some that are stranger than others. Some that it doesn't seem like anybody wants him there, man. Nobody wants him there. So I don't know. Hopefully they don't put the camera on him too long, man. And I mean this for anybody. It could be Biden going to this game or whatever, and I'd be like, let's. Who cares, man? Like this, Biden, Trump, whoever it is, should not be going to these games when there's so many other things that are going on that they should be worrying about. But yeah, we can get into a whole different thing here, but it's just like, let's just let's just keep it to the people that are on the court, the coaches, and you know what? Some fans, sure, you know. But yeah, I don't know, man. Not really sure what the president is doing there, but hopefully, hopefully, like I said, hopefully they don't show him too much. Hopefully, there's a good game too, man. It has been a long time for Knicks fans, man. They have not been. The last time they were in the finals was near over. Oh Jesus, sorry, looking at some highlights here, but yeah, it's been a long time. We need him focusing on priorities, whatever. Knicks in four. There we go. Knicks in four. I thought you said six. Moving the goalpost, man. But yeah. Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. It's been a really fun playoffs for the NBA. I have not gotten to watch as many as I would have wanted. I think I saw two games in the first round. I saw only one game in the semis, and then I was able to catch a handful of them in the playoffs. Sorry, in the finals or the conference finals, and some of those we actually saw during the live streams. So yeah, I think this is the second game I've been able to catch since it started. I caught a little bit of game one, did not get a chance to watch game two at all. And oh, look at that! There's Robert Kraft. Man, Robert Kraft is looking old. What venue is the game being played in? Game tonight and game four are going to be played in the Garden. So in New York. Yeah, so the Spurs unfortunately could not get a single win at home during the first two games. So the Knicks are definitely in the driver's seat, and if they can get a win tonight, man, it is. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be tough for the Spurs. They're gonna definitely need to steal. No matter what, they're gonna have to steal at least two games away if they want to win at this point. So. MSG. Oh, MSG. Boom. But yeah. All right. Let's uh let's get to the first little bit of NFL news. This happened I think just within the last 2 hours. So this was not too surprising. I was actually hoping that the Packers would Picked this guy up for pretty cheap. Kick the tires on him, but he's going back to the team that drafted him, and that is the Chiefs signing cornerback Legarius Sneed. It wasn't too long ago. It was literally about just over 2 years ago, at the end of 2024, or the 2024 season, where the Chiefs traded Sneed to the Titans, and the Titans gave him a big contract. I think it was a 4-year, $80 million deal, give or take. But yeah, it did not work out. It's just been injury after injury after injury, and when he did play, it wasn't always great. It wasn't horrendous. It wasn't like the Commanders. Oh my God, I'm forgetting his name. Saints to the Commanders, the cornerback. They just released him. But yeah, it wasn't like that bad, but it was still pretty bad. So yeah, Snead was a free agent. I was hoping he would sign with the Packers because the Packers still need some corners. But I actually like this for both Kansas City and Snead. They needed a little bit more depth at the corner position. They traded away their best corner not too long ago, just before the draft. They did address it in the draft, the position, but you could always use more corners, especially guys that have a history of playing at a high level in your system. And not too long ago, Legarius Sneed was still considered one of the better corners in the NFL. So, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't go. I have issue with some of the privacy and surveillance state policies that place has. That's fair. I'm not happy with Spurs fans. They literally were chanting for the Knicks these past two games. The Frostbank Center was dead. Shameful. That stinks, man. To be fair, though, man, it is tough to get. I'll say this, and I think this was a point that was made within the last couple of years. It seems like a lot of the people that are going to the finals are not like true diehard fans of the teams. It is just people that can afford or that are looking to get this on their social media, influencers, things like that. Those are like, I don't want to say that's the majority, but it seems like it's a good chunk of the people that are showing up to these finals games just because the tickets are so expensive, man. So expensive. Um, so I think that's part of it. I think if these tickets were more affordable, or at least some of them were being held for, you know, like I feel like 20% of home tickets should be held to like a certain price range, in my opinion. Like I get it, there's no incentive for NBA teams or any teams to do that, but I feel like I don't know, man. It's You're gonna get some goodwill, and you're gonna get people that truly love the game that may not be able to afford, $1,500 to $2,500 tickets. So I don't know. I think that might be part of it, but yeah. We got David going for the Spurs, and we got your local trash can going for the Knicks. All right, man. It's 1-1. So for this game, I am gonna go for the Spurs just because I don't want this to end in 4 games. I kind of want, like I said, I want the Spurs fans to get at least one win for the finals, and let's make this a little interesting, all right? Like the Knicks are probably gonna win, but a 4-1 series is better than a 4-0 series, especially because I don't really have a dog in the fight right now. Jesus, man, Wemby is a massive human being, dude. But yeah, so Legarius Sneed to the Kansas City Chiefs. I like it. They're still running the same defensive system that they've been running for the past decade with Spags. So nothing's really going to change. Legarius Sneed was there not too long ago. So I think within a couple of weeks he'll probably be feeling pretty comfortable in that system. So, and I think there's going to be a lot less pressure on him to be one of the top two guys. I think if he can be just a rotational guy that they can rely on obvious passing downs and kind of throughout the season, I think that's going to be more than enough. And like the deal is worth $5 million. there's probably very little guaranteed money in it. And yeah, if it doesn't work out, Kansas City can just move on with very little um, cap hit. So I think it works out for everybody. All right. Let's see here. All right. The next thing here. This one just came through within the last couple days, I think. Let me see here. Man, I'm a Celtics fan. Knicks are my second favorite team. I'm not a bandwagon. I just love two teams. Hey, nothing wrong with that, man. You cheer for whoever you want, man. Anybody that says otherwise is just like, all right, man. You don't have to cheer for them. But I honestly think the Knicks win because of their depth. They are a deep team, man. They've been slowly building, man. I remember teams were talking about the teams. I remember people were talking about the Knicks like even 3 4 years ago that they're young. They were a little bit on a. They weren't in a rebuild, but they were kind of still in that process. But they were young, they were hungry, and they were getting themselves in a position to do what they're doing now. And yeah, last year they came very close. Maybe just a little too young. Maybe missing a piece here or two. Also dealt with some injuries late in the year. Um, and then this year, man, they took another step. They didn't look as dominant at least midway through the season as they were last year, but I mean they turned it on late, man, and they have looked like they've looked like the best team in the entire playoffs by far. Just consistent, man. Just consistent. Yeah, there's very little dip in their production when they bring in the rotational guys. So I saw your post about Watson getting extended. I'm fully on board with the decision. I agree, man. I definitely agree. I know some people are saying like, why are you giving this guy, $110 million for basically last year was one of was like arguably his most consistent season, and it was only for what like 600 yards, things like that. But um, I don't know, man. Watson looked great last year. Injuries have been an issue, but it seems like that's been less and less of an issue the last couple. Like an ACL tear, I mean, it's just gonna. It was a freak accident too. But for the most part, that's been his only injury over the last 2 years. A very very different last 2 years than his first 3 years. But yeah, man. And there's also just like most of the contracts that the Packers give out, there's very little money that's guaranteed outside of the signing bonus. Um, yeah, the Packers can basically move on from this contract after this season and after 2027, basically the first year of that contract, they can move on and have not a ton of dead money on the books. So this is good for Watson. It gives if he stays healthy and stays productive, he's going to get a good chunk of that 110. But if injuries or just isn't productive, he's still going to get a good. He's still got 31 at the signing. That's a good chunk of money, man. More than a lot of guys, even at his position, get throughout the life of their NFL career. And the Packers still can move on if it doesn't work out. So yeah, yeah, it's a good contract. It looks a lot more wild than it is, but if we, especially over the last couple of years, I feel like the majority of us have kind of learned to kind of look at the I don't want to say the fine print, but really look into the contracts because sometimes they look a lot bigger than they actually are. Yeah, so basically, this Watson contract is basically a 2 year, 3 year contract that might be worth 45 to 50 million, maybe. Is that McEnroe? Jesus, that's hilarious. Yeah, Christian Watson, he looked like a true number one last year, man. I would say that might have been one of the first times I've seen him look like a number one, and then consistently stay that productive. He was a threat every single week, man, and he was making plays every single week. So I think it's a good roll of the dice for the Packers. He's still relatively young. I think he's like 27, so still in his prime. Still got at least 3 to 4 years where he can be probably one of the better players in that division. So let's go. We got Chris Rock. Let's go. All right. There's actually another extension I wanted to get to because this one this will affect the Packers in a couple weeks or a couple months or whatever it is. But let me see here. Chris Lasso. Good evening, brother. How you doing? How you doing, man? Welcome, Chris, man. Long time no see, my man. Oh my God, they got Willy Wonka. They got Ben Stiller. John Stewart, man. Oh, John Stewart, man. Guy reminds me of high school, man. Watching the Daily Show was a after school thing for me, man. Tracy Morgan. Oh man, Tracy Morgan is just his voice makes me laugh. Like half the time I can't understand what he's saying. I don't think half the time Tracy understands what he's saying, but he gets a laugh out of me every time, man. His delivery is perfect. But Chris, who do you got winning tonight, my man? Spurs or Knicks? Knicks are up 2-0 in the series. And right now the game is being played in Madison Square Garden. So let me know. Let me know. Agreed. How are things with you, Dave? Ready for football? I am ready for football, man. I just got. I was sick this weekend. I wasn't able to stream on Friday. So I don't know if you guys can kind of hear it in my voice a little bit. It's still a little gravelly a little bit. But but yeah, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. About to head to Houston in about 2 days here, man, for the World Cup. Not gonna be going to like a game. Just gonna be hanging out around the area, man. Because those tickets for those World Cup games are insane. So I was like, you know what? Let's spend like a fraction of that, and just kind of go out to bars, hang out with people, and just kind of be in like in that environment. And I feel like that would be like a lot more memorable, and also cheaper too. I think Spurs tighten up and take this one. Okay, I like it. I like it. I agree. I want the Spurs to get at least one win, man. I like. Come on, we gotta make this interesting, man. The Knicks are looking like the best team in the NBA right now, and they're probably gonna win. But I'm hoping the Spurs can steal one. David, we got the polar bear. We got the polar bear. But yeah, dude, football season cannot come soon enough, man. Let me see, we got June, so we're 2 months away from the preseason, and we're basically 3 months away from the NFL regular season. So not too far away. We're like probably less than 100 days away from the NFL season to start. We'll take it, man. A sweep would be wild. 100%, man. 100%. Yeah, I think if the Knicks, not only if they win, but if they dominate, you might need to get the brooms out in Game 4, man. And it would be wild if they swept them, too, because they swept the Cavs to get into the finals, man. So back-to-back sweeps in the conference and the finals. Crazy. Nice. Yeah, man. Watching the game in a crowd is a whole different level. 100%, man. 100%. I am going to the game in Atlanta. Oh, heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah, brother. Enjoy it, my man. Enjoy it. Yeah, man. Like me and my cousins and some other family members we planned this out. I don't know if some of them might be going to a game, but to me, I was just like, man, I couldn't swing it. I could have done it, but it would have gotten a little too tight, man. I would have been like, you know what, I'm all right. I'm gonna go out to a game and just kind of be in the environment, man. Plus, I get to interview hopefully some people, man, for the channel, or at the very least, like just have some really great videos, some photos. I'll keep you guys posted. I'm gonna have my laptop with me, so I'm gonna try to post some stuff as I'm there, to kind of update it here and there, man. So, yeah. All right. Game's about to start in about 2 minutes here. So let me get to this little bit of news here. This happened 5 days ago. Just a little bit, just a little bit. The prices are outrageous. I don't blame you. 100%, man. 100%. It feels like a couple $100, like, like even 400, $500. I would have been like, oh, for sure. But yeah, once I saw like 1,7, I was like, dude, that's more than my rent. I was like, and my rent ain't cheap either, man. I was like, nah. Excited to see some of that Houston content. Heck yeah, man. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to. Yeah, man. I'm gonna try to interview people, man. Like that's always my like the thing that I wanted to do when I was at the draft, but I just did not get a chance. I didn't know if I could bring equipment in, and I couldn't actually. So, um, but next time, if the draft is nearby again or anything like that, dude, I'm gonna be definitely try to get some equipment going. So, but all right. So this little bit of news here. So the Steelers a couple days ago extended Darnell Washington to a 4-year, $42 million extension with half of that, 21 of it guaranteed. So that is a big contract for a tight end that up until this past year was kind of seen as a disappointment. Huge, just a massive human being, man. He's more than just a receiver, a receiving tight end, I should say. He's a big body, man. He can block. He's very physical. You probably saw some highlights this past year where he was literally just bowling over people, man. It was absolutely wild. So obviously, this is more of a future what he can do. I'm expecting Darnell Washington to be a little bit more of a bigger piece of the offense this season and the next couple. But that is a lot of money, a lot of guaranteed money for a tight end that hasn't had a massive career thus far. And I'll give you a couple of examples here. Kind of where he compares to, especially guys that were drafted along with him in the same draft. Who is Darnell Washington? He is the 6'7" tight end out of Georgia. He was drafted, what was it, 2023? It was the same draft as Tucker Kraft. He was actually a guy that a lot of Packer fans wanted the Packers to draft in that one. I think even Tom Grassi had him mocked to the Packers that year. So yeah, just to give you an example, this is what Darnell has done in his 3 seasons with Pittsburgh. So boom, right here. First season, only played 17 games, only started 7, caught 7 passes, 61 yards, no touchdowns. 2024 started a little bit more, 19 catches, 200 yards, 1 touchdown, and last year his most productive season, 31 catches, 364 yards, and 1 touchdown. So that is a career total of 57 catches, 625 yards, and 2 tutties. So nothing wild. All right. Let me give you an example of what that compares to. And to give you also an example, he caught more touchdowns and more yards in 3 seasons at Georgia than he has in Pittsburgh. I think he had less catches in Georgia, but yeah, I think he had 700 yards in Georgia in his total career. So this is Lucas Musgrave, tight end that the Packers took in the second round of that year. And Lucas Musgrave has not been the number 1 tight end for the Packers since about midway through 2023. So to give you a perspective, yeah, Musgrave has more yardage, more catches, and only 1 less touchdown in the regular season. Actually, Musgrave has another touchdown in the playoffs, so they're actually tied with that. David, I caught 1 touchdown in my 2025 Thanksgiving football season, so I ask again, who is Darnell Washington? Boom. Boom. Look at that, dude. You have as many touchdowns in that one game as Darnell has all of last year, man. It's pretty good. I'm just saying, man, you should have gotten a call from the Steelers. I mean, if they're bringing back Aaron Rodgers, the fact that they did not call David Stegosaurus is disrespectful, very disrespectful, and I hope Mike McCarthy learns from this lesson, right? So Lucas Musgrave, more catches, more yards, and only half as many touchdowns, which is half of 2. So, kind of putting that in perspective, and this is another tight end that the Packers took in that same exact draft. Actually, I think they took him just before Darnell went. And this is Tucker Kraft's career regular season mark so far. Over 100 catches, 1,300 yards. He actually had more yardage in 2024 than Darnell Washington has had throughout his 3-year career in Pittsburgh. Also, 13 touchdowns as well. So, yeah, that should give you a perspective of how much money Tucker Kraft is about to get here in a couple months, either by Green Bay or by somebody else. So yeah, I just when I saw $42 million for Darnell Washington, I was like, oh crap, Tucker Kraft is going to be so expensive. So yeah, man, absolutely wild. Yeah, these contracts are crazy, man. I'm just saying. I mean, I could probably catch 7 passes in the NFL. Maybe I could probably do it. I'm not even asking for 42 million. Just give me a solid 1 mil. That's all I'm asking for, man. And if they want, they could spread that out over 4 years too, man. I'm not picky. All right, I'm not crazy, right? The game has not started yet. Okay, no, it has not. Oh, there we go. Now they're back. Sorry, the commercial break was like 7 minutes, and I was like, Am I missing the game right now? All right. Now to get back to the bad side of the NFL here, and it seems like the arrests have been going off, especially the last month, man. It has been wild. So I'm pretty sure you guys may have heard a couple days ago, Jonathan Cooper, the linebacker, one of the better linebackers for the Broncos, was arrested along with his girlfriend for a what looks like a domestic dispute because they were both arrested, not just Cooper. Oh, why are they showing? Jesus God! All right, sorry. Um, but yeah, man. Cooper was arrested. Right now, his lawyer, obviously, they're fighting this, things like that. I think he's been released, and there's a court date set up for July 6th. There you go. So yeah, man, it's gonna be weird because it doesn't seem like it was more than just Cooper and his girlfriend. Um, they both were arrested for like domestic abuse and things like that. It was just very weird. It's a weird situation. Hopefully this goes away. Hopefully there's no more of this. It just seems like two people that I think were out late, probably drinking and just doing just some dumb stuff that got a little too out of hand. And hopefully they both learned from this and just kind of, it's like, don't put your hands on each other, man. Both of you. You're grown. You guys are both grown. Come on. So yeah, I'm not sure what to expect. Depending on how egregious both of these cases are against each other, there could be a suspension. There's probably definitely going to be a fine for Cooper at the very least. But yeah, I'm expecting, and unless this gets cleared up really quickly and all the charges are dropped, even then there's still a chance that there's suspension. I'm expecting Cooper to miss a couple games, at least one or two, for this kind of stuff. So yeah, man. That's all I got right now. There hasn't been a ton of information. Like I said, both of them got arrested for fighting each other apparently, or putting hands on each other. So yeah, hopefully these two are just learn from this and just kind of move on. Yeah. For everybody, don't put your hands on people, man. All right. Just calm down. Just calm down. All right, man. Yeah, I wanted to get that little bit of news out. That was the only negative bit of news that I saw, man. Thankfully, otherwise, everything else has been mostly just kind of contract extension, some released players, nothing too crazy. So, yeah, I think the Jets actually released Young Wei Koo a couple days ago after he had a bad practice, like a really bad. Apparently, he shanked two kicks. So they ended up cutting him and picked up another kicker from I think he played for Miami recently. So that must have been a wild Thursday night, right, dude? It's like I know it's thirsty Thursday, but you know what, man? Drink some water, all right? Just drink some water, calm down. You know, don't be putting your hands on each other, man. Not in that way, at the very least, all right? Be nice to each other, all right? Jeez. All right, go for a walk. Take 5, take 10. Jesus. But yeah, I don't know. It just seems like a bad situation for Cooper and his girl, man. Um, like I said, they were both arrested. Apparently, there's charges against her as well. So, yeah, it just seems like a dumb situation. Was that the same kicker that kicked the ground? I think it. Yeah, actually, I think it was. Yeah, I think Young Wei Koo was the guy that kicked the ground. He did the little Michael Jackson. Hee hee. Did my wife and I made an appearance in the Grassy 30? Oh heck yeah, dude! Oh, I'm gonna have to check that out, man. We got a Stegosaurus sighting in the Grassy. All right, well, we're gonna have to look. Let me see here, Kansas City. Don't worry, I'm not gonna ask where or what time. Keep your privacy, but I'm kind of curious now. Mentally, I want to guess. That's all I'm gonna try to do. But I have yet to watch this one. I think the last one I watched was it day 3 or day 4? Yeah, so I'm a couple days behind on the 30 for 30 videos. Sorry, Tom. Sorry. Your local dude, my dog demanded to be let out. Had to take care of that real quick. Hey, you're all good. You gotta take care of the puppers, my man. You gotta take care of the puppers. Wow, dude. Sorry, I just saw Perna get absolutely burned by Tom Grassi there. Why is Tom picking on the elderly? Come on, man. That man had a family, dude. Wide receiver 1 Tom showing up. Oh, he's got Perna driving too? That's dangerous, man. You can't put Perna behind the wheel. All right, man. Kickoff. Sorry, kickoff. The game is about to start here. My gosh. Sorry, I got to start thinking about football here for a second there. All right, man. All right. About 5 seconds away from tip off. Come on. Oh, yeah, yeah. Trash can, what kind of pupper do you got? All right, Spurs get the tip. And the ball, too. Sorry. I'm immature. I'm sorry. Wemby gets the put back. Nope. Bouncing it to the corner. And the first shot is missed. Knicks with the ball. Brunson driving, shoots, and that one will hit the rim and bounce right out. Spurs get the ball back. Ooh, Terrier? Heck yeah, dude. I've been thinking about getting a dog, but that's usually if I can ever afford to buy a house. If I do, I'm thinking of a Russell Terrier. But yeah, dude. You got a Terrier? Heck yeah, dude. All right, and it looks like the Knicks are going to turn that ball over there. So Spurs back on the ball, still 0-0 here. Driving. And, whoa, the alley-oop and Wemby just taking that one and just slamming it down for the first points of the game. Spurs up 2-0. He's a bit rowdy. I bet he is, man. I bet he is. Rowdy Terrier? Is that something? Maybe? I don't know. Dave, our cheesehead is now cooler than your cheesehead because ours is signed by Tom. How dare you? How dare you? You don't know. That could be signed by Tom. It's not, but it could be. No, that's pretty cool, dude. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. I might have to bring something for Tom to sign. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm definitely gonna be trying to make it up to Green Bay because I think that's his last stop. So that'd be pretty cool, man. Like even not to like, even if I don't get to meet Tom, that'd be pretty cool just to be in that environment with like some like-minded people, man. And on top of that, raising money for kids. Yeah, heck yeah. And the Knicks drain a three right now. It is 7-3. Spurs on top. And the Spurs get the and one. Gonna go to the line and try to make it a 3-point play here. All right, man. Spurs are looking aggressive through the first like 2 minutes here. Have a chance to take an early 7-point lead. Oh, and he cannot get it down. Castle failing to make it a 3-point play. Brunson shooting over Wemby and Castle, and he drains it, man. Woo. But David, how was the fan meetup, man? How was like the environment? What you guys do? Let me know. Let me know. Paint me a picture, sir, so that way I can prepare. Whoa! Holy cow, man! And the Knicks were putting pressure on Castle there, right at mid court, and he just literally just chucks the ball high to Wemby, who slams it down for another couple points there. Nice. Oh, that was a nice little no look pass. We waited in line for like 2.5 hours before meeting him and talked to Rachel. Rachel, there we go. Heck yeah. Other fans, it was enough socializing for 2 months. That's hilarious. And Shemet missing the three. Spurs get it back. They shoot their own three and nail it, man. Spurs are up 14-5 right now with 7:50 in the first quarter. So 2.5 hours. Holy cow. So you're telling me to bring my lawn chair. That's what you're telling me. Not looking good for us right now. It's long. It's a long game, my man. What was it? Were the Spurs? I can't remember the game that we were watching. Were the Spurs up 15-0, or were they down 15-0? But either way, whatever team was down by 15-0 in the conference finals, they came back and won. So, yeah, yeah. The Knicks. Oh man, Brunson missing the second one there on the free throws. Ooh, Castle dribbling into the heart of that defense, right in the paint, and able to hit the jumper there for two. Knicks with the ball. Drive in. Kicks it out. Three, and the Knicks hitting that one. Ooh, Wemby. Oh, the Spurs are pushing the ball. Wemby decides not to take the three. Goes inside. Gets the two and potentially the one coming up here right at the line. And he drains it, man. 19-9, Spurs on top. And Brunson trying to force a pass and nearly gets picked off. Look at Larry David over there. Jay-Z looking like Don King. Hold on. Sorry, give me 1 second here. We're on the commercial break here. But I just saw Timothy Chalamet on on courtside, and I don't know what that dude is wearing. Give me a second here. Hold up. There we go. I promise you, it's gonna be worth it. Give me a second. I looked and I had to do a double take because I was like, "What the heck is this? What is this dude wearing?" All right, tell me that's not the same. Uh, that's the same thing, right? Like even the collar, like the pop collar, the whole 9 yards, wearing the glasses. Like the only thing that Timothy Chalamet is missing right now is a bowl cut, and somebody that's more talented than me can probably Photoshop that bad boy in. I'm just saying. This guy's looking like Vector from Despicable Me over here. Okay. All right. As long as nobody, I was just saying, all right. As long as it wasn't me, I was just like, is that Vector from Despicable Me? All right, Nick's back with the ball here, trying to drive inside, selling him for a jump shot, and they get it down, baby. And if you guys are watching the game, what are you guys eating? What's the snacks going on right now? Going with nachos? Going with chips and dip? Let me know. Let me know. Three, and the Knicks cannot hit the three. Spurs back on the ball. They're pushing the ball up the field, man. They are basically sprinting up the court. Oh, knifing through to the basket, and the Spurs get another two on that one. Up 21-11. No snacks. I could get some ice cream. Ooh, heck yeah. Do I have ice cream? Ah, dang it. No, I don't. Mm-mm. That does sound good, man. Sounds really good. And Wemby losing the ball. Knicks getting it to the basket with a nice jam, baby. And that is number 8 for the Knicks. Sorry, guys. I don't really know most of these guys' names. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be a lot of numbers today. And the three by the Spurs is good, man. Even when the Knicks start getting a little momentum, the Spurs hit them with a three. Oh, and also, David, what kind of ice cream, man? Let me know. My go-to ice cream, man. My go-to is Oreo mint, but my favorite of all time is actually Oreo Blue Moon, man. Oreo Blue Moon. Oh. I could have that any day of the week, man. So it looks like Wembanyama is on the bench there. I think he just picked up his second foul, so he's going to be gone for probably a couple minutes here. They don't want to lose him too early in this game. Got a little too aggressive there with Brunson. Spurs on the ball. Get the rebound. Get a second chance. Keeping it on the perimeter. They're driving. Oh, nice little jump back. Cannot hit it. Knicks with the rebound. I think we have moisture. Oh, heck yeah. And cookies and cream. Oh, dude. The bangers, man. Cookies and cream. Can't go wrong. I never heard of Oreo Blue Moon, but definitely mint chocolate chip or cookie dough are my two faves. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, to me, like the Blue Moon is like something I grew up with, man. It's basically like it's like that blue. It's like blue, but it sounds weird, but it's actually like a sweet almond flavor. Um, think of hold on. I'm trying to think of the Disaronno. That's basically the flavor of Blue Moon, just without the alcohol. I'm trying to think here. What's another brand that is basically the same thing? Disaronno is like the more expensive. Amaretto. That's like the more basically the quote unquote the cheaper version of Disaronno. But yeah, basically it's just like an almond flavored sweet ice cream. But it's so good, man. And you throw some Oreos in there, man. Mash it up. Absolutely killer. Yeah, man. Mint chocolate chip. Really good, really good. And the cookie dough is usually something I go with every once in a while. It depends on the like how big the cookie doughs are, man. They need to be a little bit melted if that makes sense. Otherwise, I feel like I'm just kind of biting into a rock. Dang it, David! Now you got me wanting some ice cream. All right. See here. Oh yes, there's a little bit of news here. So the Bears committee, the Chicago Bears, basically stadium committee, uh, took a vote, and now they are one step closer to moving to Indiana, which is hilarious. Like I've said from the very beginning. Um, to be quite honest with you, man, I'm kind of happy that the city of Chicago is doing this. Not because like as like a Packer fan, it'd be hilarious. Like legitimately, I am a person that is like, you got billionaires that are asking the city, the people, that they are going to be charging exorbitant amount of money to buy tickets from. They're asking them for not just a couple 100,000, couple million. They're asking them to fit the bill for billions of dollars for a stadium that they do not own, that they will not be able to use unless they buy a football ticket or some kind of charity event with, once again, that is completely up to the team to be able to allow you to be there. It's like you got billionaires that are asking the city, the people, to fit the bill for billions of dollars. And on top of that, they're not even leaving it up for a vote. It is if the city planner, whoever it is, if they make the decision and they agree with the team, that is not something that you can, as a citizen, you can opt out of. You are forced to pay that tax. That is an absolutely asinine thing to say. And then for the Bears to act like they're being betrayed because the city of Chicago doesn't want to pay, or the state of of Illinois does not want to give them $2 billion to build a stadium here. Absolutely wild. So, like I said, I'm all for this, man. Like if I live in Illinois or live in Chicago and the Bears decide to move, I'm like, great. You guys are moving only an extra 15 to 20 minutes away from where you are now. And on top of that, my taxes don't have to go up. I don't have to have an extra 50, half a percentage or a full percent per whatever, anything that I'm buying. Like I remember when the Brewers added a tax to fit the bill for Miller Park in Milwaukee. I remember almost every single transaction in the city of Milwaukee had like an extra 0.3 to 0.5% tax on every single item, which was insane. And I'm just like, yeah, no. It's like, so this new stadium, the reason the Bears want it is because the stadium they currently have been playing in for 40 plus years, they don't own. So now this new stadium, they want to own it fully. They want to be able to own and operate it 100%, but they don't want to pay for it 100%. I'm like, no. And this argument that, oh, an NFL teams bring so much revenue to your city. I was like, the city of Chicago will be fine. They are one of the biggest cities in the world. By far one of the top 3 cities in the United States. It's a massive trade epicenter of the United States. Trust me, they will be fine without the Chicago Bears. And on top of that, the Chicago Bears have not won a single damn title in over 40 years. They have literally only got their second playoff win in 15 years. What the heck do they? What does the city owe the Chicago Bears for? Nothing. Pay for your own damn stadium. Charge the people what you're going to charge them anyway, even if they pay for the stadium or not, and just go about your business. Sorry, I'm getting a little heated there, but yeah, it makes me mad. Makes me mad. The Indiana Bears, yes, sir. Seastrom! Sorry, I was in a rant. Seastrom, what's going on? Good morning, sir. Heck yeah, man. Good to see you, buddy. How you doing? Sorry you caught me in the middle of a Chicago Bears rant. My bad. David, yeah, I'm all for telling teams to leave if they won't pay for their own stuff. Yeah, 100%. 100%. And that's what the Chicago Bears have been talking about for years. The reason they want a new stadium is because they want to be able to own and operate it 100%. Well, guess what? If you want to own it 100%, pay for it yourself. Like, this isn't like a small business here. This isn't a mom and pop shop that's trying to survive, that's trying to, that needs tax breaks. No. You got the revenue of 31 other teams that you can split, that you get regardless if you're profitable or not, or regardless of how much profit you make as the Chicago Bears. You get the same amount of money for spending on your team, on operations, things like that. It's all there. We know how much these teams are making, thankfully, for the Packers, because they are publicly owned. Their numbers have to be publicly released, so we know roughly how much teams are making per year. So yeah. If the Chicago Bears want to move to Indiana, to a different state, go ahead, do it. And if I'm a Chicago Bears fan that lives in Chicago, that's better for me, because now I don't have to fit the bill for your new stadium, and yet your new stadium is almost closer than what you're threatening or where you're saying that you want it to be built in Illinois. The place in Indiana is 10 minutes closer to where they are now than the property that they have in Arlington, Illinois. So it's like, yeah, move to Indiana, have them fit the bill, and I can just drive there even faster. So does this count as a Madden curse? I hope it does, man. I hope it does. It would be hilarious. It'd be good. Doing good, doing good. Burn the heck out of my. Oh no, dude, what the heck? Thursday, but it's okay. All right, all right. Holy cow! Also met Tom Grassi. Everybody's meeting Tom. Everybody is meeting Tom. I tell you. Yeah, dude. What? Like, how'd you burn your hand, dude? Let me know. And it's a good thing you're getting better, man. Hopefully, it wasn't like anything super serious. Yeah, sorry, man. And let me know how was it meeting Tom? How was the event? The whole thing. Let me know. Your local. This game is stressing me. Stressed currently. Yes, it is. Yeah, right now the Spurs are still up 33-22, still 11-point lead. We got about 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Knicks with the ball. Rest in peace, Kentucky defensive lineman Nicholas Smith just found out about. Oh, what the heck? Boom. What the heck happened? Okay. Passed away at 20. No foul play suspected. Dang. Rest in peace, young man. Damn. Hmm. Damn, dude, that sucks, man. Yeah, Kentucky defensive lineman Nick Smith fortunately passed away at age 20. So, yeah, man, rest in peace. Hmm. It's way too freaking young, man. That's bull. Take care of yourselves, man. Please take care of yourself. Get some help if you need it, man. There's nothing wrong with it. Damn. Let me see here. I touched the stove after someone else moved the hot pot. Come on, we gotta communicate in the kitchen. Come on. If something's hot, you gotta tell people. And I got confused about whether it was a burner had been used, and it wasn't hot. No, all right. Went to the Houston fan meetup. Did David go? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yeah, man. Apparently, David is in the video, man. He's in the meetup video. I see he did. Congrats. There we go. I don't know what clips they're going to use, but I have a lot of reason to suspect that a certain Cowboys fan might be making an appearance in the Houston meetup video. Oh, okay. Hmm. All right. We're gonna have to check that out, man. And oh, I forgot, Seastrom. I'm gonna be going to Houston like less than 2 days, basically. So yeah. Yeah, I'm leaving Wisconsin on the 10th. Going down to Houston. They're gonna be there for I think 4 days, 5 days. So yeah. Yeah, man, I'm really excited about the World Cup, man. Hopefully it's a great environment. It's gonna be hot as heck, though, man. That's the one thing I'm not gonna be excited about. It's gonna be so hot, so hot. That's nice. Hope you enjoy it. Be careful of traffic. It sucks. Yep, 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 yep. Yeah, luckily I'm going with a few people. I got some family that live down in Texas, so I'm gonna let them be doing the driving. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'll be like, no, 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 no. You guys are driving, I'll buy lunch. I don't want to deal with the stress. I'm like, you know what? No. You guys live here. You guys know those roads a lot better than I do. I'll buy some lunch. I'll buy the first round of beers too. All right, we are in the second quarter. Knicks with the ball, still an 11-point lead for the Spurs, and the Knicks getting the 2 there, bringing it inside a 10-point deficit here, 9 points. Ooh! Open 3, and it gets in there, baby. Spurs responding, man. They are responding very effectively in this game. Knicks drive it to the hoop, kick it out. Still trying to drive to the hoop, kicks it out, top of the arc, and it gets blocked. And the Spurs get the ball back there. Nice little turnover. Oh. Driving, kicks it out. Wemby at the top of the arc. Going one-on-one with Towns. And the ball nearly gets loose. And a 3 shot is attempted and not able to make it. Who are you rooting for, Spurs or Knicks? I'm from Texas, but I'm down with either. I'm same with you. I'm down with either, man. I have no dog in the race, but I would like to see the Spurs get at least 1 win in the series, man. Just for the fans, man. There's nothing more depressing than seeing your team get, swept here, man. I don't know why, but I got stuck on swiped. But yeah, man. Especially in the finals, man. You never want to be swept. So I'm hoping they can either get a win tonight or tomorrow, and force a game 5. Give us an extra game or 2. So yeah, so tonight I'm going for the Spurs, but overall I think the Knicks are the better team. So I think they'll win. And 3-point shot is attempted, but looks like they're going to get the Spurs with a foul there. So it's going to be 3 at the line, I believe. Sorry, I missed one of your chats, my man. Sorry. Maybe look for some good Tex-Mex while you're down there. Ooh. Heck yeah, man. That's the best part of the traveling, dude, is the food. Just love it, man. When I went up to Green Bay for the draft last year, there's a great Mexican place, dude. It had literally just opened up like less than probably like a month before I got there. And dude, for the money, like I think I spent, it was a $15, it was like $15 that I spent. I got 3 full tacos. Like I'm talking about, like it wasn't like those little short tortillas. Talking about some big ones, man. Big tortillas. They did not skimp on the meat. I'll tell you that too. I got some cebollitas, which is like just like little onion knobs. I got that on the side, and then it's just like a bunch of other stuff, man. Like that came with it. Like I couldn't finish everything, so it was basically like 2 meals, man. I was like, oh heck yeah. So yeah, definitely gonna be trying some food, man, down in Texas, man. Yeah. Oh, hey, there you go, man. Seastrom, how'd the year end for you, my man? And yeah, man, congratulations, made it through the school year. Heck yeah. All right, Spurs at the line. First one goes down. We got 10:03 in the second quarter, and it is a 37-27 game. Spurs on top. Also, apparently the new pho place just opened up here in town. First Vietnamese place we've had. I need to check. Oh, heck yeah. man. We got some really good spots here in Wisconsin, man. Some really really good places, man. So good. And actually, a buddy of mine, he just opened up his Indian restaurant, um, like a little over 2 weeks ago. Just or actually no, just under 2 weeks ago. Yep, 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 yep. Yeah, dude. We were. He's been talking about opening that place up for years, man, and it finally happened for him. And right now, man, it's popping off, man. Apparently, it's got great reviews. Some of them I wrote, or one of them I should say. One of them I wrote. And yeah, man, it's always good when some new businesses, especially mom and pop shops, open up, dude. You gotta support them, man. You gotta support them. Dude, Brunson with a beautiful jumper right there, especially against Wemby. Woo! All right. Towns at the foul line here, trying to cut into this deficit. Knicks are down by 9. And now it's going to be 8 with the make there. All right, Knicks with the ball here. Down by 10. Oh, and it goes down for the 3. The Knicks cutting this deficit down to 7 here. Have we brought up college football news yet? Not yet. Not yet. Why? What's going on? What's new? What's new with the college game? Or maybe we should save that for an intermission. We could. We could. Yeah, I'm down for anything, my man. I'm down for anything. Yeah, because I've been keeping my eyes on the Brendan Sorby stuff. There hasn't been a whole lot of movement yet, just because of the decision. Wide open 3 for the Knicks, and it goes down. Oh boy. It went from 40 to 30. Spurs on top. It is now 38 to 40. The Spurs deficit, sorry, the Spurs lead is cut down to just 2. Oh boy, it's a doozy. That's the one. Yes, sir. I know. I heard that the judge is going to be willing to basically, you know. Oh, hold on, hold on. Actually, hold on. Did I read that correctly? All right. A decision. Judges. Oh, okay. They did rule it. Oh, okay, okay. Sorry, I thought the judge had just ruled that he is willing to listen to it. My bad. A judge's decision to rule Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorby eligible on Monday morning roiled college sports with reactions ranging from doomsday predictions to informal chatter about Big 12 school attempts to play the Big Raiders. This okay? Wow. Okay. So the reaction was nearly unanimous with the idea of Sorby playing in 2026 after admitting to thousands of bets on sports, including 40 on his own team, representing the latest crossroads for an industry that has faced dizzying numbers of them recently. So yeah, that's the thing. So apparently, because Sorby is, he said that he's never bet against his team. He's always bet that they would win. Which, yes, that is a difference. I like what is did he bet like he would get like 400 yards or 2 touchdowns like that is something that could be dangerous, obviously. Because if you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna, I bet that I would only score or throw 2 touchdowns, but you have a chance for a third. Instead, you hand it off. So yeah, that is interesting. Wemby shoves Bronson in the head. Drama. Ooh. Yeah, I mean those two have been at it for the last I feels like the last 7 minutes of game time. Wemby and Bronson, man, they've been physical in this game with each other. Wemby got his second foul when he got a little too rough with Brunson, and now Brunson's doing that. It's just two probably the two best players on their respective teams just trying to set the tone. Yeah, that is interesting. I kind of want to hear. I want to know who this judge is, I should say. While apparently he didn't bet that the other team would win, he did bet parlays for other teams' players to do well. Hmm. Interesting. See, I don't like that. That is that's something I don't particularly like quite a bit because I feel like that is you have a certain amount of information that the general public does not because you're scouting these teams. You're scouting the defense. Yeah, he might have only bet on the offensive side of the ball, maybe I don't know, but you can have a conversation about your with your defensive teammates. Hey, what do you guys? What are we playing? Are we playing more man? Are we playing more zone? Who are we focusing on more? Who are we gonna try to take away? Like there's that information we don't you don't have as like a regular person. That's that accessible. That's the stuff that's like yeah. And that's also why I want to know who this judge is because I want to look at his background. Because if we've learned anything within the last decade of politics, is not all judges are quote unquote impartial, even though they've never been. But what is you know, let's just say, where is the money? Let's just say that. And it is not like a conspiracy. I'm just trying to you know, some of these judges for their, especially if they're elected judges, they do take money to be able to run campaigns. And I'm kind of curious if this judge has something to gain, maybe. But that's all. That's pure speculation. I have zero evidence if that is even the case here. So take that with literally just a grain of salt. Honestly, I'm of the opinion that it doesn't matter for or against as long as his team was involved. 100%. I agree. Like you should not be able to bet on your anything that involves you in it. Whether you're a coach, you're an owner, you're a player, if it involves your team in any sense, whether you're betting for or against, you should not be able to do that. 100%. Oh, David, nope. In my opinion, it's still a conflict of interest if you're betting on the sports league that you are part of. That's a fair take as well. 100%. Like to me, it's so tough because you could argue that even players like imagine if let's say you were just drafted by an NFL team, but you still have so many connections with the players in college. You know, your teammates, your former teammates. You could still call them and be like, yeah, I'm no longer in that league, but I can still get some insider information of how we're gonna play them, who's gonna be on who, things like that. Yeah, man. This is, you know, once betting became a thing, man, there's gonna be a can of worms that's gonna be opening up, and it's not getting better, if you will. It just seems like it's more and more the case that these players are just they're willing to risk it, man. Ooh, a turnover by the Knicks inside the paint, and they give up the two. Just like how judges have a recess themselves just for the appearance of a conflict of interest, I don't think it's too much to ask a player to hold themselves to a similar standard for sports betting. Very true. 100%. And it's very similar. You could, like, I know the players are arguing, or some players, and not all players. I know some of them are arguing like, well, just because I'm a player doesn't mean that I shouldn't be able to do this or that. And I was like, potentially, but at the same time, if you want to bet, don't be a player. You have options. You have a choice. You either get to be a player, get the NIL deals, potentially make more money, but you don't get to bet, or you can give up, just be a college student, and guess what? You can bet all day long, baby. You know, you can still make a career being a better. There's a bunch of people that are making careers out of that right now. Choose what you want. There's a lot of misinformation, but from what I've managed to parse, the original judge assigned to the case had ties to Texas Tech, so he's rightly at risk. There we go. Okay. The original judge, he recused himself. That's good. That's some honest judging right there, man. Because, like, you know, he could have easily just been like, yeah, I'll help out my alma mater, but that's honesty right there, man. Be like, no, I can't be I can't be impartial. You gotta find somebody else. A retired judge took over as the backup instead. Had no ties to Texas Tech, and he's the one who ended up issuing the ruling. Okay, gotcha. Interesting. And just to give an update, we got 5-10 on the second quarter here. Spurs are still up 49-44. That is interesting, man. Yeah, I agree. I agree with David. I agree with Seastrom. I don't know, man. Like, it's there's too it's too close. It's too close for players to be able to be allowed to be to just be allowed to bet. Like, if it's a different sport, and like, if these kids were betting on NBA games, fine. Still a little weird, but at the same time, it's like, okay. But yeah, man, being the same sport, the same league, basically the same freaking division game, whatever you want to call it, betting on your own teammates or against your own teammates, it's like, nah, man, that's way too much. That's way too much. You're basically begging, even if it's not Sorby, if it's not, even if it doesn't happen right now, eventually it will happen when it becomes so ubiquitous and so every day that it we no longer really look at it as weird. It's gonna eventually happen that so many of these kids are gonna be enticed to be, to do the wrong thing. Yeah, no. Seastrom, what's hilarious now is that the ruling is being appealed. It goes to Texas Seventh Court of Appeals. I'll need to check it, but apparently every judge on the court graduated from Texas Tech. Yeah, it's like trying to find a judge that's a Supreme Court judge that didn't go to Yale, Harvard, Princeton. Basically, I think it's almost every single um, Supreme Court, U.S. Supreme Court judge that has ever been a judge has gone to basically the like 4 to 5 colleges, which you know. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. And what I mean by interesting, I'm not talking about like conspiracy. I'm just saying like it's just hilarious. It's just like how do we allow that to happen? It's like come on, gotta have some type of parity here, especially in Texas, man. Like sports is especially college and high school sports is such a big thing in Texas. I feel like you have to have guardrails for that kind of stuff. All right, back. We're back. The Knicks with the ball. Brunson passing it to number 8. Drives, kicks it out. Driving again, and it nearly gets picked off there by the Spurs. 3-point shot. It's good. Just a 2-point game. Spurs on top. Yeah, let me. Okay, I fact checked it. It's 100% true. All 4 of the judges of the appeals court graduated from Texas Tech. Well, we're gonna have to probably. I mean, hmm. They might have to just take this to a higher court if that's the case. Or they could just do the same thing. They can recuse themselves, bring in a retired former appellate um, judge, and see if that can be something that they can do. Otherwise, I feel like if they decide whatever the Texas Tech court judges decide, if especially if it's in favor of Sorsby, it will be appealed again, and it's going to go to a higher court, regardless. So I feel like if you can't find a judge that is able to fall into that line, or a retired judge, I mean, eventually it's just going to be appealed and it's going to go into the higher court. Jesus, man, that was a heck of an alley oop. I used to chat online with a chick from West Texas. She went to Texas Tech. I visited other campus once. It was okay. David's like, yeah, Texas Tech, it's okay. Uh oh. Brunson is down on the ground and he's not getting up. Okay, there we go. There we go. He's up. He's up. Woo! Jesus. That was a great shoulder check there by Castle there. Looking like prime Ray Lewis delivering that shot to Brunson there. Yeah, this seems like a foul. Replay doesn't look great. No, no, that was to me that it does feel intentional. I think Brunson sold it just a little bit, but not enough for that. You could definitely tell that was a nice little shoulder check. There was no unnecessary contact and no other criteria for a flagrant foul. But so there is a no wind up with speed, no impact, and no follow through. This is a common foul. Okay, so it is a foul. I don't know, man. All right. Clean hit on play on ref, who is also a Spurs. Basketball not being close to my area of expertise. I mean, to me, that like I would have to look at what the criteria is for a flagrant foul. But I don't know. To me, that looked like there was intention, and clearly he was trying to go through him, not around him. But I understand the referee not wanting to make a massive decision like that. And nice job by the Knicks, able to get the turnover and turn that into points. All right, we're all tied up 54-54 with a little under 2:30 left in the first half. Spurs, jumper, it's good, and they retake the lead here. Knicks get the ball. Staying on the perimeter. Brunson driving, kicks it out. Oh. And number 8 attacking the rim, slamming it down to tie this one up again. All right, Spurs get it to Wemby inside the paint. Cannot get it, but it's going to be a foul on the shot. That was against number 8, Anunoby, who just came through on the slam on the previous Knicks possession. All right, Wemby to the line, gets the first one. And Wemby missing the second one. So the Knicks here have a chance to take the lead with a field goal. Just down by 1, 57-56. Kicks it out. Brunson takes it inside, kicks it out again, and a wide open 3, and they get it! And the Knicks have taken the lead, 59-57, with just over 60 seconds left in the half. All right, Castle on Anunoby misses it. Knicks pushing. Brunson with the ball And he's going to slow it down just a little bit. Take some time, claw. And then Nobi in the corner gets it out. Another one. Brunson alone. And he hits it from 29 feet out. The Knicks on top. 62-57. Clock is winding down. 35 seconds left in the first half. Spurs miss another jumper. Knicks with the rebound. Oh boy. Oh boy. Knicks with a lot of momentum here, man. Brunson one-on-one with Castle. Driving just outside the paint. Gets it out to Townsend. Ducks underneath and... And they call a foul there. I think there's going to be on Wembanyama. Basically jumped on Towns' back on that shot. I think Fox was in there too. Stop celebrating the Knicks. Sorry, man. I'm just excited. I'm just excited. I haven't had football in like 3 months, man. I'm itching. All right. Towns to the line. Gets the first one. 9.6 seconds left in the first half. Sorry. They're showing the guys from TNT, you know, Ernie, Shaq, all those guys, and they're showing them from behind. All I just see is Shaq's big old hand just rubbing Ernie's back, and I'm just like, that's nice. That's when you know you've been working together for so long, man. It's just like, dude, we've been together for like almost 20 years. You never give your best friend a good back rub? Not the back rub. What's the... Yeah. Anyway, Wemby and cannot hit the buzzer beater there, man. The Knicks on top, 64-27, up by 7. That was a hell of a run there at the final 3 minutes by the Knicks, man, was impressive. Great defense, aggressive on offense. Spurs are going to have to they're going to have to get back to it, man. They were looking great the first quarter and a half. I think they were dictating, you know, the Knicks were always kind of there, but the Spurs, I felt like they were dictating the pace. Even when the Knicks were getting a couple shots, even if it was just 1 or 2 shots consecutively, the Spurs would typically answer with a 3 and then a nice defensive play to get the ball back. But the last like 3.5 minutes, man, the shots weren't going. They were getting a little sloppy with the ball. Defensively, they were kind of being out physical there, especially Wemby, man. So, the very little I've watched NBA this season, the Spurs games went similarly. Yeah, man, it's been interesting. I have no, I'm similar to you, my man. I have not watched enough to really like have like a specific like, oh, this is what this team does, this is what that team does. So I'm riding with the emotion of it. I'm just pointing out what I see. So I don't know. Like yeah, I feel like your local will probably have more of an insight than I would. So if you guys know more about basketball than I do, please let me know. Let me know what you're seeing. let's see here. So I was looking into the Sorby stuff here. So at the end of last month, Sorby admitted to placing over $90,000 in bets over 4 years on his own team 40 times and using family and friends' gambling accounts to evade detection. Jesus. Granted, he did check himself um, into a rehab facility for gambling addiction back in April. The NCAA denied Texas Tech's appeal for Sorby's reinstatement on June 5th, and on the 8th, a Texas judge granted Sorsby an injunction against the NCAA, preventing the organization from punishing Sorsby for violating the association's anti-gambling rules. I mean, at this point, I feel like that's really the only thing that the NCAA can really enforce at this point. Like their biggest thing was like trying to keep these kids, quote unquote kids, as amateurs. I'm like that was never the case, and it's a good thing that these guys are now getting some type of money from doing all of this because they're putting their bodies on the line. But I don't know, man. Like I think we talked about this already. It just there's just too much at stake to allow these guys to be able to just bet freely, especially in the same sport, in the same, you know, basically the same games. Um, so it's like, yeah, man, I don't know. The your local Nixon full. I mean they were dominant the last couple minutes there, man. If they can continue that momentum into the second half, dude. Yeah, right there. Knicks offense, 22 points in the first, 42, nearly double in the second quarter. Second quarter masterclass. They look good, man. See, man, trash cans got the takes, got the basketball takes, man. Yeah, let's look at the old stats here for the Knicks. Actually, let's look at for both teams. Actually, so so Victor. Actually, no, it's Stephon Castle. He's leading the Spurs with 18 points, 7 for 9 from the field goal. Let me see here. 3 for 4 from the charity stripe, as they like to call it. Victor Wembanyama, 15 points. He's got 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks. De'Aaron Fox is having a rough game. He's played 18 minutes, only 4 points, 2 for 6. He does have 5 assists, but that's probably his biggest contribution at this point. And for the Knicks, man, holy cow, man, they got three guys with at least 13 points. OG and Anobi leading the way with 17 points, 5 for 6. 2 for 3 from the 3-point line, 5 for 5 at the charity stripe, 2 rebounds. Let me see here. Josh Hart, 13 points, 5 for 6, 3 for 4 from. Dang, dude, these guys are just hitting everything. Hart also has 5 rebounds. Brunson, 15 points, 5 for 11, so a lot less efficient. Still 2 for 3 from the 3-point line, 3 assists. And Malachi Bridges, man, a rough one for him, but he's played 13 minutes, no points apparently. Holy cow, moo. See here, who else has been playing some decent minutes there? I feel like the Knicks have been rotating a little bit more. See here, yeah, yep. Because for the Spurs, it seems like there's, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So only 9 guys for the Spurs have gotten any kind of minutes. And then for the Knicks, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6 guys with 11 minutes or more. And then they have another 1, 2, 3, 4 guys with at least 3 minutes. So yeah, we're looking. Yeah, they've been able to rotate at least 3 more guys, at least, than the Spurs have so far. Relatively speaking, they're both rotating similarly given the size of Earth and its rotation in a 24-hour period. How dare you? How dare you? That's a good joke, though. I like it. That's good. How dare you, sir? This guy. I would call you a nerd, like in Homer Simpson, but I mean, you've seen me do live streams. I'm a freaking nerd too, so. Sometimes I literally do. Well, actually. Let me see here. Knicks are shooting 57.9. Spurs are 53.5 from the field goal, or their field goal percentage, I should say. Sorry, can you tell I don't really do basketball a whole lot? Let me see here. Spurs have attempted 15, have made 6 from the 3-point line, shooting at 40%. Knicks, 17 of 8, 47%. Jesus. Free throws, 85.7 for the Knicks. And the Spurs, 62.5, man. They've only been able to get 5 out of their 8, while the Knicks have been able to get to the stripe 14 times, and they've been able to sink 12 of them. Let me see here. Knicks with 18 total rebounds to the Spurs 14. Spurs do have more assists. They have 17 compared to the 12 for the Knicks. Let me see here. Points in the paint exactly the same, 58. 28. And then points per possession, the Spurs 1.13 and the Knicks 1.28. So, and then on top of that, the Spurs with three more personal fouls. They got 11 compared to the 8 for the Knicks. Yeah, man, it feels like the Knicks did a lot of damage in that second quarter. A lot. Yeah, let me see here. In the first quarter, the Spurs outscored them 33-22, and then in the second quarter, the Knicks outscored the Spurs 42-24. Damn. All right. Oh man. Oh yeah. The other thing I forgot. This is not too surprising, but going back to football, it was announced a couple days ago that Micah Parsons is going to be likely missing roughly the first 2 to 5 games of the regular season. They're expecting him back sometime in October, which, once again, not too surprising. I think even if he was close to 100% or was 100%, I think the Packers would probably wait a little bit just to be sure. The Packers have always been one of the more cautious teams with injuries. They would rather wait an extra week. If I think it was they usually wait until the player has had, if he practices almost fully or basically fully for that 1 week, they'll still hold him out, and then if you can do it again the next week, then they'll kind of go with it. So yeah, so not too surprising, but yeah, so Parsons is probably not going to be back until sometime in October, so which is good because we don't need him in September. We don't really even need him maybe in early October. We just need him when the Packers are hopefully going to be in playoff contention and into December and January. So they didn't wait on injuries with Brett Favre. That is fair, but to be fair to the Packers, a lot of his stuff was usually just like, let's just shoot him up. Brett, he was just like, hey man, just give me the shot, and I'll steal from the and I'll get back into the game. Yeah, that's what he said. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. He knows what he did. He knows what he did. All right, we're back, baby. Third quarter. All right, next with the ball, Brunson. Driving. Oh, ball is popped out, and I think that's going to be a turnover. And the Spurs are going to get the ball here. Oh, another turnover. Oh, no. Spurs got it back. And a nice little layup, and the Spurs. All right. Good defensive play there to get the ball right away, and then able to get to the basket for some points. I like what the Spurs are doing, man. They're being aggressive. I think they just got a foul, though. Oh, and that's a turnover for the Knicks, man. Back-to-back turnovers. All right, Wemby passing it to Castle. Castle back to Wemby. Trying to drive. Gets it out. 3-point attempt, and it's good. And we got a Spurs player down holding his ankle. I think they're going to call a foul on Brunson there. So he's going to get the 3, and looks like we're trying to see who that is, but looks like there's going to be a chance at another point there to make it a 4-point play. They're reviewing this one. Yeah, I don't see anything there, so shouldn't be more than just the regular foul. Okay, they're saying that's a flagrant. Hmm. And he misses the free throw on that one. Interesting. I don't know, man. To me, that I guess the rule says if any part of your body goes towards the landing area, that's the call. But I didn't see anything malicious. But I don't know. All right. He does get does make the second one there, so it is now a 1-point lead for the Knicks. A wide open 3, and he cannot get it. Spurs cannot get the rebound as well, so the Knicks with the ball here. Brunson backing his way inside the arc. Kicks it out. Hart back to Brunson. Finding a little bit of freedom, and Brunson missing another one. He gets a second chance, and he banks it in there, man. Three-point lead for the Knicks. Oh, wow. And the Knicks attacking the rim with OG there, and they are building that lead up again after a weird couple possessions there. And I think they're going to get the Knicks on a foul there, a shooting foul. Spurs to the line. we got Fox. He's able to hit both of those free throws. 65-68. Knicks still on top here now with the ball. Brunson trying to drive past Castle, but some great defense backing them up a little bit. And that ball is loose. Gets it out to the Spurs. Wemby with a pass, and that's going to be another foul on the Knicks. And Brunson is having a rough third quarter, man. I think that is his second turnover of the half. Your local refs hate us. Yeah, like I don't know the rule on a flagrant. They were saying that if any part of your body moves towards the landing zone, that is what the call is. So I don't know. But all right. Once again, the Spurs able to make both of their free throws, and now the deficit is cut down to just one. I like what San Antonio's doing, man. They are being aggressive when the point guards have the ball. Oh. And then Nobi was able to get Wemby to jump, but he doesn't take advantage of it. Now there's a foul there, and I think it's going to be on Wembanyama. Nope. Great defense by the Spurs, stopping that jam. Oh, nice open three. No, not going to get it. And the Spurs get the rebound. Fox pushing it up. And not going to get it. Might be a shooting foul here. All right. Wemby can shove Brunson, but refs call flagrant on us. You have Fox with a three, and he cannot get it. Knicks get the rebound here. Brunson get to the cross mid, and a shooting foul somehow. Brunson, that was literally just a prayer shot. There was no expectation of that going in, but it does, and it can make it a 3-point play here. Yeah, the foul is on Fox there for making contact. To be fair to the referees, man, when Wemben, like, do you want to call a foul on Wembanyama, man? That guy literally looks like Slender Man with the mask off, just terrifying. And we got looks like another foul on Fox. It's not a shooting foul. They're saying it's a reach-in foul. David, if you're still here, my man, how was the ice cream? How was the ice cream? Let me know. All right, Brunson with the ball. Ooh, nice little sidestep, but cannot get it into the basket. Spurs Driving, open three, and they got it. And the Spurs have taken the lead 72-71. And the Knicks, trying to play fastball, and the Spurs nearly snatched that pass. Woo! Yeah, that was a pass that was going basically east all the way to the west. But the Spurs able to pick that one, able to sniff that one away, but not able to control it. Could have been another huge turnover by the Knicks here in this second half. OG Anunoby, nice little jumper. Ooh, the step back on that one, man. It gives the Knicks the lead back. Delicious. Nice. All right, looks like there was a shooting foul there by the Knicks, and that's going to send the Spurs back to the line. And something that I know that the stats showed, the Spurs did not do a great job of getting to the line. They only got to the line 8 attempts in the first half. I think they've already matched that or close to it here. First one is missed. And yes, they're about to attempt their 16th, and they missed both. Wow. Three-point shot from the corner, and Hart knocks it down. Knicks on top, 76-72. Spurs drive in and, cannot get the layup to go in. It spins out, and the Knicks with the ball. And a bad turnover there by Brunson. Try to pass it to Anunoby with a little bit of a bounce, and it kind of bounced not towards him, but behind him, and it goes out of bounds. So the Spurs will get the ball back. All right. Gonna go to a commercial break here. Oh my gosh. I can't watch these referees' favoritism anymore. I feel like it's been a little bit back and forth. I feel like it's not just one way. I feel like it seems like the refs kind of are giving each team almost like a couple minutes of favoritism, if you will. Like I said, I don't think the flagrant on Brunson was a flagrant, but he's still in the game, and luckily it doesn't seem like it took too much of the momentum away. Sorry, I'm trying to remember what time I work tomorrow. Might be a little early. It's actually a problem, dude. Brunson got assaulted by Wemby. No repercussions, but Brunson gets no swearing here. No, 100%. Like I said, it shouldn't have been a flagrant, in my opinion. Especially when you've been allowing them to be aggressive, which is fine. Like I've always said this, even with the NFL, I just be consistent with the no calls, be consistent with the calls. That's all it is. So. Yeah. But thankfully, for the most part, I feel like the referees have been letting them play for the most part. But I agree with you. I didn't get to see the the Wemby Brunson thing. I'll look it up. But I'll take your word for it. It probably should have been definitely called. Okay. All right. I work at 6 a.m. tomorrow, so we'll be fine. We'll be fine. All right, we got 6:21 here in the third quarter. Knicks up 76-72. All right. And the alley oop to Wemby doesn't initially go in, but a nice little tip in by his teammate there. All right, Brunson, nice little jumper. Cannot get it through, man. To be quite honest with you, man, Brunson, he's been the least efficient with his shot selection in this game. And the Spurs able to get another two here. If I'm Brunson, man, I get it, but you got to get the ball to your other guys, man. They've been a lot more efficient, and Anobi has been really solid. Hart has been great, especially from beyond the arc. Hart, fader, and he cannot get it to go in. Spurs. Wemby with a deep three from 30 feet out, and he gets it to fall, man. Wow. San Antonio on top, 79-76. Brunson trying to get the momentum back with his own three. Cannot. Knicks rebound. And then Obi misses a three, and they still get the ball back, man. Incredible job by the Knicks with offensive rebounds. And it's the big man, number 23, with a nice little putback to finally end that offensive series with some points. Your local, this game blows. I'm actually getting disgusted watching this. Yeah, Brunson was definitely he was looking for a foul on that shot. And woo, jeez. Luckily for them, the Spurs have been terrible from the free throw line. They barely made that first shot right there. And makes the other. All right. 81 Spurs, 73 Knicks. Looks like each team has their backups in right now. It looks like they're giving the starters a little bit of a A little bit of a breather here heading towards the final 4 minutes of the third quarter. So they got in Carl Anthony Townsend back in here. And nearly another turnover there for the Knicks. Able to rebound and second attempt gets the points here, man. Big one for the Knicks. Cut the deficit down to just one. Oh, nice job, nice job, nice job. So they're calling that a foul, huh? Hmm. And Spurs missing on that final shot there from the line. Like I said, they've been absolutely terrible. Knicks, whoa. And they're going to call a foul on the Spurs this time. All right, we got Ananobi here at the charity stripe. Gets the first one to fall. Makes it 82-81. Oh, there we go. There's the grab. There's the grab. And the second one is missed. Had a chance to tie the game up there for the Knicks. Spurs with the rebound. Carl Anthony Townsend trying to play some decent defense, but still gives up the points. Carl driving to the basket. Cannot get the ball to drop. Spurs with a defensive rebound. Great job by the Knicks defensively, able to get cause that turnover. They're driving, and I don't know what the Knicks are doing right now, man. Offensively, they're just driving into the paint by themselves, but not giving themselves good chances to shoot. They're basically like falling down as they're trying to lay it up in there. Spurs get the offensive rebound there, but looks like there might be a foul on the Knicks. Damn. I think it's a great game plan by the Knicks, and just sit your starters for the rest of the game and throw the ball into the ground on every other possession. I mean, the fans would love it. Not that part. They would just love that. They're like, oh, free basketball, right? We get to keep this? I get to keep it. I get to take this home, right? Yeah, man. It's they're starting to lose. Like, I understand they're trying to keep the pace quick, but I feel like the Knicks offensively, the last couple of possessions they've been kind of out of sorts, just a little bit. Like the shots that they're taking are not high quality shots. But hopefully they can have like they struggled in the first quarter. So if they can, but in the second quarter they came back. Maybe they're doing that. Maybe they can do that again. You know, a rough first start to the second half, but then they start to get real. I mean, they've if they can have another a quarter like they did in the second quarter, man, there's still a very good chance that they could win this one pretty comfortably. But yeah, man, I would say the last five, honestly, almost from the beginning, there's been little pockets where the Knicks have looked really good, but for the most part in this third quarter, I feel like the Spurs have been able to dictate the the tempo a little bit, and not even just the fouls. I think like if you look at the first two possessions by the Knicks, they were a little bit too loose with the ball, and they've definitely lost the ball more in this third quarter than I feel like we've been seeing the last couple. So all right, Spurs to the line here. Number seven, Cornette able to drop the first one there. And the second one drops as well. 5 point lead for the Spurs here, 86-81. All right. Knicks. Townsend trying to get Cornette to jump. He does. Number 5 into the paint. Gets it out to number 44 from the corner. And there it is for the Knicks. Nice 3-point shot. Able to cut into that deficit. Spurs kind of passing it back and forth here. Nothing too crazy. Inside the paint. And we got a wide open man at the top of the 3-point line, and it goes down. I don't know how to pronounce that guy's last name, so I'm going to call him Champagne. So I'm going to call him. So, able to reestablish a 5-point lead here for them. Double zeros, unable to get it in there, but Karl Anthony Townsend with the offensive rebound, able to put it down for 2. Dave, are you flying to Houston for World Cup stuff or driving? Well, we're flying. We're flying. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna be flying, so hopefully the airlines are nice to us. Hopefully. And holy cow, Clarkson in the weeds, a bunch of hands in his face, and able to just nail the three. 42 seconds left in the third here. And we are all tied up 89-89. Spurs with a three, and that one goes down as well. Just a firestorm of three-pointers going down right now, man. Your logo. And the two-pointer is good for the Knicks. Bringing it down to a 1-point deficit. Less than 7 seconds left. Final shot coming up. And it does not go in. And we are going to head to the final quarter of this game 3 with the Spurs holding on to a thin 1-point lead here, 92-91, trying to steal one on the road and trying to avoid a 3-0 series deficit. That was a final. That final 60 plus seconds was damn good, dude. Just shot after shot after shot going in. Please, Knicks, my Kelshi needs this. Oh, no. Okay, only down one in basketball. That means nothing. 100%, my man. I'm not scared. Totally. Like I said, man, if the Knicks can have another quarter like they did in the second, they'll basically run this. They'll win this one running away. They outscored the Spurs by 18 points in that second quarter. Oh man, sorry, man. I've been sitting for a little bit. I'm just trying to adjust. Dave, did I tell you I got doors put on my shed but no handles or latches? Yes, you did, my man. Yes, you did. That's gonna be next. Like I said, man, once you're done with that bad boy, once you've done all what you need to do, the coolest shed on the block, brother. And you did it with repurposed wood. Psh, all these other people buying premium, overly priced wood. Mm-mm. Reuse, recycle, baby. Yeah, my parents actually were able to build one of their fences with repurposed wood. They were able to, because the one that they had fell during the tornadoes that we had this year. It fell down, but they were able to find some repurposed wood for incredibly cheap, and they were able to put up the fence. So that was cool. And then when it comes to the handles and the latches, are you gonna try to find where do you usually get those? Do you go to the store and just get them and just be like, bam, put them in there, or do you go? Do you have like a guy or a person that you get them from? Let me know. It's funny because I ran out of black interior screws and accidentally bought green ones. Then ran out of steel screws for the door. Zinc ones consistency is over 100%, man. 100%. If it gets the job done, who cares? Oh, okay. That's fair. Usually those are not too expensive usually. Wide open three does not go down, and the Knicks are. Well, and that's going to be a loose ball foul against Bridges there. Wow. And the Spurs able to get the points there, 94-91. Knicks with the ball, wide open three, and unable to get it. But they do get the rebound back, so they got a second chance here to get some points. Oh. And it looks like the ball was knocked out. Was that a turnover on the Knicks, or was it last touched by the Spurs? So yeah, So the Knicks get the ball back here. And air ball on that one, unfortunately, by Clarkson. Wasn't in a great spot. And oh, nice. Oh, actually, no. Sorry. Sorry, I'm thinking football, man. I'm like, that's a great defensive hit right there, man. I was like, oh wait, no, this is basketball. So they're gonna get Clarkson with a shooting foul there. And Fox able to get the first one to drop here. And Fox, he's been probably the best free throw shooter for the Spurs in this entire game. I don't think I've seen him miss more than one, maybe. Trying to remember. I know there was somebody that missed two consecutively, but I don't think that was Fox. Fox with a steal and the turnover as well. And holy cow, man. What looks like a 70-year-old man nearly got taken out by number 5 there. Looks like he took a shot to the face. Woo! Hey, man, you get what you pay for, right, man? Sometimes the best tickets get you a foot to the face. Dude, that dude's life flashed before his eyes, man. He just resaw the entire series of Golden Girls again. And the ball goes out of bounds here, and I think that was deflected by the Knicks. So, which let's be honest, guys. Don't we all wish we could rewatch the Golden Girls for the first time again? Wemby trying to do a little too much there from beyond the arc. 3-point shot is no good. Shot is blocked. Knicks on the move here up the court. Slowing things down just a little bit. 10 minutes left in this game, and it is a 96-91 game. Spurs on top. And a terrible shot attempt. I don't know what the heck that was, dude. Spurs get the ball back. Kick it out. Wemby barely able to hold on to the ball. Castle open three from 27 feet, and cannot get it to go down. Knicks get the rebound. Wide open. Three is no good. Spurs with the ball. Keeps it going. Wemby can't control it. Falls to the ground. Wow. These guys are just losing their minds right now. I haven't seen all of the Golden Girls before, but I think my wife has it on DVD now. Ooh, nice. I mean, to be fair, I think I've watched the first season because it was available on some streaming service, and I was like, you know what, man, I've never watched this. I think when I finished it, a couple weeks later, Betty White passed away. So I was like, you know what, I think I did something I shouldn't have. I don't know, but it was good. It was really, really funny, man. Really, really funny. Spurs with a running jumper, miss it. Knicks get the rebound. All right, we gotta get the ball in the basket at some point right here. I feel like there's been like the last 5 or 6 shots have not gone in, and another missed shot by the Knicks. Spurs with the rebound. Yeah, we've gone nearly 2 full minutes without points, and now that it ends, Spurs with an easy layup there. Brunson holding on to it, gets a layup, and it can go in with a little bit of help by Robinson, number 23. Just able to just push that one in just a little bit. And open three, and it bounces out the backboard. And it looks like we got a penalty on the Knicks here. Robinson. All right. Wemby to the line here. All right, big man drops the first one. All right. Wouldn't be able to drop both here. So Spurs hit the century mark on that last one. It is a 100-93 point game here. 8:05 left in the fourth. It's been a couple possessions here. It's been a handful of possessions since we saw some points from the Spurs. So we gotta do a little something here, man. Hart in the corner, cannot get it to fall, and the Spurs get the rebound, man. Knicks in a cold streak here. Wemby deep, and he gets it, and the foul as well from 28 feet out. The big man is down a little bit. He definitely took a hit and kind of fell right on his back. But he is up. He's up and at it. Okay, never mind. He didn't take a hit. Wow. Yeah, Robinson should have done a better job of trying to avoid the landing zone on that one, man. All right. Going to a commercial break, and I think when we come back, Wemby is going to be attempting another free throw here to try to make it a 4-point play. How you guys doing? Definitely was not expecting to stream the game, to be quite honest with you, man, but it got interesting. It got interesting. I turned the game off. I can't handle it anymore. You know what, man? That's fair, man. That is fair. That's actually a very healthy thing to do, my man. Most people don't have that. Like if it's giving you anxiety or just making you angry, just turn it off. There's nothing wrong with it. Hopefully I'm not making it worse by talking about the game, my man. If I am, I'm sorry. I already knew we lost. No, come on, man. Not yet. Not yet, man. There's 8 minutes left. 8 minutes. Still too early. If it was 8 seconds and they were down by this much, I would say for sure. You're not doing anything. Who you want to... You know what? You want to know who is? These stupid refs. Yeah, no, to be quite honest with you, I've noticed it a little bit for sure. For sure. Like I wasn't noticing it the first half or even kind of early in the first part of the third quarter. But towards the back end of that third quarter, I was definitely looking at it, man. Oh, actually, it looks like they're taking the points away. They're saying that Robinson was pushed into Wemby, which he was, and instead they are taking away the points and they're giving the Knicks the ball. All right. Instead of trying to complete a 4-point play, it is now a chance for the Knicks and Brunson running through 3 defenders to get a layup and 2 points. And now it is 95-100 and the Knicks with a little bit of life here. Let's go, man. Nice little layup using the backboard there. I like it. I just took the dog out for his pre-bedtime pee. Nice, nice. We all got to get that one in, otherwise it's dangerous. Very dangerous. We expect rain in the hour-ish, and he doesn't like rain because he associates with thunder. That's fair. What? Something went our way? Yes, they did. Wait, did I rage too soon? Maybe, my man. I think you did. Rigged! The chat is never satisfied. The chat is never satisfied. I love it. Oh man. You know, one man's great call is another man's rigged. Stego, don't use star on rigged. Y'all getting every call. David's like, well, yeah, not anymore. I know I shouldn't, but I want to order some food because I have not eaten. I didn't have dinner, to be quite honest with you guys. Completely forgot about it. It was a busy day. I was like prepping. Had to clean out the car. Had to get a car wash. Had to clean a little bit of the apartment before I leave. And then, yeah. Before I knew it, it was like almost 5. And I was like, oh, I gotta prep. No, some of the calls went wide right. All right, play nice. Play nice. Your local trash can, we love you. All right, man? We love you. And just so you're not alone in the pain, I just literally just remembered the Bosnick onside kick against the Seahawks 2014. Oh, that one still hurts. Still hurts. Yeah, the Packers should try to avoid being involved in onside kicks in the playoffs. It just never works out for them. Whether it's Brendan Bosnick, Romeo Dobbs, it just doesn't work out for us. We should just win. We should just be up by 20 every time in the final 5 minutes of the game. That was years ago. You should order a burrito bowl from Chipotle, white rice, black beans, chicken, corn salsa, sour cream, cheese. Ooh. Does sound good. Except for the sour cream. I'm not a big sour cream kind of guy. Not a big sour cream. Fajitas. I'll do some fajitas, man. Those are free. Those are included. Sounds good. Turn the game back on. All right, there we go. Let's go, man. Remember, my man, just enjoy the game. Just enjoy it. Don't let it take your shine away, my man. All right, we got a 5-point game, just over 7:15. Spurs missing the 3, and the ball goes out of bounds. Wemby was the last man to touch it. He's calling for a penalty. He's calling for a foul, but I don't know if he's going to get it. Oh, the Spurs are going to challenge this now. We just came back from the commercial break. Come on, man. Sour cream is a bit hit or miss for me. True, especially like a Chipotle or a Qdoba. It's a little. I'm trying to think here. If I do sour cream, it has to be like very, very light, man. It has to be in something. Like very, very light. Otherwise, it's just too much. Just too much. That's cool. I was just giving my default order. That's fair. That's fair. Therefore, they're loose. Oh, and they're gonna give the foul there. Carl Anthony Townsend had pinned Wemby's arm, his left arm. He pinned it to him. So it is a loose ball foul. Well, the good news is Wemby, he's been kind of been close to, I think, 60% shooting in this game. So never mind. It's rigged again. It's rigged. And then, David, no disrespect on your order, my man, all right? If you want, you can have my sour cream. All right? And a nice shot there by the Knicks, bringing this to a 5-point game here with just over 6:30 left. And a nice drive there by Fox. Spurs reestablish the 7-point lead here that they got going on. Brunson gets it out to number 2, who misses the 3-point shot. Spurs running, and they miss the layup, and the Knicks get the ball back here. And Karl Anthony Townsend with a 3, and he nearly airmails that one. Brunson with a rebound, and 2 and a 1 coming up. Chance at a 3-point play. Timothy Vector Chalamet getting all pumped up there. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you weren't here, this is what Timothy Chalamet is looking like right now. And Brunson nails his free throw. And now it is 104 to 100 there. 4-point game. All right, man. Just a couple turnovers here for the Knicks, and they should be able to get back into this one. Wemby with a nice little tip in. Gets the 2 points. Oh, yeah, Vector. Heck yeah. Oh, Brunson nearly losing that one, and oh boy, this is going to be close. Brunson was falling out of bounds, threw the ball at a Spurs player, and they're saying it's Spurs ball. They're saying it's Knicks. Well, hold up. The initial call was Knicks ball, but then the second ref comes in, and now there's a disagreement. Anytime this happens, I feel like the referee should fight it out. Like full-on Fight Club. Whoever survives the fight, that's what the call is. To be quite honest with you, even if it went against my team, I would respect it. I'd be like, you know what, man? He got him. That uppercut. All right. Officially Knicks ball. There we go. OG Anunoby. 3-point shot. Unable to get it, but rebound. 44. Unable to get the 3-pointer. And now the Spurs have the ball here. 6-point lead. Around 5 minutes left. Jumper goes nowhere. Brunson with the rebound. Loses the ball again. That's got to be his 4th or 5th turnover in the half, man. He has been sloppy. And they're going to get... It's going to be a foul on the Knicks. Shooting foul. Wemby going to the line. Yeah, that's the one thing I was wondering too, man. I was like, their shots at the paint have been doing well the last couple drives. I don't know. All right, Wemby makes the first one here. He's got over 30 points on the night. All right, makes the second one here. 4:45 left in the game. Spurs up by 8. Brunson driving and unable to hit the jumper. He had 2 guys on him, decided not to pass. Spurs driving to the rim, and that is going to be... It's going to be Spurs ball. They're saying the last person to touch it was a Knicks player. Yeah, this game sucks. It's off again. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at the game. I'm just laughing that like you turned it off again. That's hilarious. I'm sorry. Because I've done that, man. I've done that before. I'm just like maybe I was a little too overzealous, and I'm just like, nope. I'm going to bed. That's usually me when I'm playing, like Madden or something like that. Like, you get in your head, you start playing great, and then the last couple plays, the last couple quarters, you've been just chucking up interceptions or just incompletions, and then you're about to like rage quit, but you're like, you know what? No, calm down. Inner peace. You're fine. You throw a pass, it's completed. You're like, see, that's all you need to do. Next throw, intercepted. You're like, oh, this. You're like, I'm out of here. This is bullshit. I'm out of here. It's over. I'm just gonna listen to you, so I don't gotta watch it. That's fair. Why did they show the dumbest camera angles of all time? Like, you got cameras everywhere, man. Come on. From the looks of it, it doesn't seem like it touched the Knicks player at all. So this should be Knicks ball. Oh, never mind. Sorry. I thought they were looking at Karl Anthony Townsend. I think yeah. See here. Upon further review, it's determined that the ball was last touched by Harper's left hand. Therefore, it is a successful challenge. However, New York will be charged with a timeout. They have no additional challenges, but the Knicks will get the ball back. Okay, so never mind. So Harper Spurs did touch the ball last. Yeah, the Knicks have been outscored by 15 points here, man, in the second half. And a great passing by the Knicks. Whoo, man, the passes don't stop. Great defense by the Spurs. And a heck of a rejection by Wemby, man. Right off the glass. That was a great offensive play by the Spurs, man, but just a great freaking play by one of the best players in the NBA. And Wemby unable to hit the layup on that one. The Knicks, whoa, and Brunson takes a bruising hit on that one. And that's going to be a shooting foul. Man, that was a heck of a play there by Wemby. Can hit a three to save our lives. Brunson makes the first one. I remember turning off the Chiefs game versus Bills at 13 seconds, winning, got gas in the car, came back to a surprise. Oh, was that during like when it was just like they were just chucking haymakers at each other? All right, man. So we are on a commercial break right now. Thirteen seconds. That was a wild freaking game, man. That Bills and Chiefs game. That was a freaking wild one. All right, we're back here. Brunson trying to hit his second free throw, and he does. Brings it down to a 6-point deficit here. We got a little over 3:30 left in the game. Fox trying to drive, and he slips and falls, throws the ball away, it goes out of bounds, and they're saying, Knicks, get the ball here. All right, man. Knicks with a chance here to bring this down to either a 4-point deficit or potentially, if they can get a 3, bring it down to a 1-possession deficit. Nice pass by Brunson. Karl-Anthony Townsend. And it rims out. The 3 rims out. I was starting to move on. Right. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Spurs miss a three. Knicks get the rebound. Oh, oh, oh. Brunson trying to get it, and there was a lot going on there. I'm pretty sure somebody was out of bounds when they were hitting that one. Right now, it was a rejected shot. We'll see who gets the ball next. Great active hands by the Spurs, man. All right. Knicks with the ball here. Karl Anthony Townsend tries to get it underneath the basket. And what's the call? What's the call? What's the call? What's the call? And they're saying it went out of bounds. Maybe a Knicks finals can help me cope. There we go. Brunson. Floater. And he gets it! Oh my goodness. Woo! 4-point game here, man. Wow. Last second, man. There was zero time for another pass. Wemby and Towns going after each other, man. They're being very aggressive. Castle with a three, and he bangs it in somehow with a defender in his face. Oh, looks like Bridges nearly lost the pass there. Wait, what happened? I wasn't looking. So Brunson with a last-second buzzer 24 shot clock beater. But then, unfortunately, Castle able to respond with a three for the Spurs. So right now it's 111 to 1-4. So a 7-point lead for the Spurs. We got 110 left in the game. 110. Open three. And it does not go down. The Knicks with the ball here. They gotta score quickly here. Shooting foul on Wemby, and that's going to lead the Knicks to the line. That is OG Anunoby to the line. So if he makes both of these, it's a 5-point game. All right. So unfortunately, he missed the first one, but he did make the second. So we got a 6-point game right now. Fox with the ball. Driving. Kicks it out. Three by the Spurs, and it does not go in. Brunson with the rebound. 35 seconds left. Hits a three. He got it. Brunson has made it a one-possession game. 111-108. Spurs with the ball here. The Knicks, unless they cannot get the rebound, they will have a chance to get the ball back here. If they can get the ball without giving up any points, they have a chance to tie it up with a three here. Floater, and he bangs it in. Fox with an incredible clutch shot right at the top of the key to give them a 5-point lead with 12 seconds left. Hot dang, dude. That is an impressive shot. Great defense. hand in his face, also had a hand kind of above him as well from behind. Damn. Yeah, I gotta accept that we lost. Knicks in 6. Hey, man. This was a tough game, man. From the beginning, the Knicks were kind of playing from behind. It was a rough start. They came back. They led at halftime, but then it was a rough start in the third quarter, and then they kind of brought it back here, man. They're 12 seconds. We've seen it before, man. Wish we would see a cheesehead in the crowd. All right, right? Come on, no cheeseheads. Can we trade the president for a cheesehead? Come on. Just saying. Just saying. All right, we're back from the commercial break. 12.2 seconds left here. Knicks trying to inbound this ball. They do. OG Anunoby, he hits the 3. Holy cow, man. And we got a 2-point game. OG Anunoby with no room. He was in the corner, could not take a step to the left, could not take a step back. Defender in his face just shot up a prayer. And with 9.4 left in the game, has made it a 2-point game here, man. Gotta love it. Each team is down to their final timeout here. All right, hold on. Let me adjust my seat here. Sorry. Oh my gosh. We are in the timeout, so we're not missing anything. Sorry, the cushion was starting to slide off. With how close this game is, I might react too much and I might just slip and fall right on camera, which would be hilarious, but would undercut the moment. All right, the score is Spurs 113, Knicks 111, 9.4 left in the game. Seastrom, oh boy. Spurs trying to eat up as much clock as they can. They bring it down to 6.8 before the Knicks have to foul. Your local, it's heartbreak every year for my sports teams. I can't handle it anymore. Oh, trust me, my man. You'll be good. You'll be good. Remember, regardless of what happens here, you guys are still leading in the series. And you still are guaranteed 2 home games here. 2 more home games, I should say. Game 4, and Game 5 is also going to be played. No, sorry. Game 6. Game 6 would also have to be played in the Garden. All right. So they did make the first free throw, so it is a 3-point game. There's a big one right here, man. Got it. 115, 111. 6.8 seconds. Seastrom, okay. Dude, it's actually messing with me at this point. Every damn year, so close to winning something, it's every time. It's all good, my man. It's all good. Remember, keep it in perspective. Always keep it in perspective. It's a sport. It's a game. We have zero control over it. No sense in being anxious about something we have zero control of. But yeah, so the final seconds here, we still probably have at least another timeout. But I just want to say thank you to you guys, man, for showing up, man. I was definitely not planning on streaming the game, but I was like, hey, man, why not? I'm gonna pay for it tomorrow because I got to be at work at 6 in the morning. But yeah, thank you to you guys, man. I appreciate you guys. Even you, Trash Can. I know you're not enjoying the game right now, man, but I appreciate you being here, dude. I really do. All right. Shot. Bridges. Can't get it down. And it's going to be 2.1 seconds left. To be quite honest with you, Bridges would not have been my first choice, but he's been a little rough. All right, this one has to be from Beyond the Arc. And Anobi, can't get it in. Spurs steal one on the road, and the Knicks are still up 2-1 in the series lead. They're going to try to bounce back here. Game 4, try to see if they can push this to a 3-1 lead. I haven't won a title since 73 Bills. I haven't won a Super Bowl. My Celtics got rid of everyone except Tatum and Brown. My Red Sox never win. My Sabres don't win, just do. Yeah, man. I mean, hey, man. I mean, the Celtics, I mean, they won very recently. And you beat my Bucks to do it. How dare you, sir? How dare you? How could you do that to me? All right, man. That was a wild freaking game, man. Like literally, it could have gone either way. Like the amount of momentum that the Spurs had to start the game, it looked like it was going to be, they were coming in hot. They were playing physical. They were scoring pretty quickly. But then the Knicks, man, with an incredible second quarter, able to bounce back, and they even bounced back in the fourth, man. They made it relatively close, but just not in time. Red Sox 1-04, and more recently than that, right? I root for the Red Sox because Yankees are dumb. 100% agree with you, man. 100% agree with you. Yeah, I remember I went on a date with a girl when I asked her like what her favorite teams were. She said the Yankees. I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to be paying for this lunch. No. I did, but yeah, we never. I was just like, I was like, how can you root for the Yankees? And I was like, oh, are you from New York? She's like, no. I was like, if you're from New York, I'll let it go. All right, I get it. It's built into you. Family's probably Yankee fans, but if you're not I think she was born in the West Coast. I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Come on. Yeah, freak this team. I'm going to sleep. Be safe, coach. Also, curse you, Stego. All right. Peace out. Work at 4. Oh, have a good one, dude. Appreciate you. Get some rest, my man. Thank you. But yeah, man. Rough. Yeah, like I said, I did want to see the Spurs win one game here. They looked a little bit better. There's still a lot that they need to clean up. I did not watch any of the other 2 games previous to this, but apparently they did not play well. So if they can clean it up, man, they went on a little bit of a cold streak in the second quarter and even kind of late into this one a little bit in the final quarter. So they're gonna get a chance to see if they can even this up, or who knows, man. Knicks in 6. All right, I'm out for real this time. Peace out, my dude. And I can lie to you, man. Knicks win here. They won. Spurs cheated. The results are is overturned. They don't need to know. All right, guys. I don't know. Do I have anything else here? I think that's it, man. So yeah, shout out to David. Shout out to Seastrom. Shout out to your local trash can. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here, for staying up this late. Shout out to Chris Lasso, also popping in here for a bit. Yeah, appreciate you guys. There's not going to be a Friday stream because I'm going to be in Texas. I'm going to try to put a post out, like I said. If I get some good videos and some good pictures, man, I'm going to post them on the channel. That way I can kind of keep you guys posted. But yeah, man, I'll see you guys. Probably I'm going to try to do a Monday night when I'm coming back. I'm trying to think here. When do I come back? Actually, it may not be able to do Monday. I'll still probably be in Texas. I'll let you guys know, man. It's either going to be Wednesday or it's going to be a Friday. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a little over a week. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you guys. Have a great night. Hopefully you guys get to relax a little bit tomorrow. Peace out. Enjoy the games. And yeah, man, if you guys are going to a World Cup game or just watching any sports, please enjoy it, man. Always keep it in perspective. Love it. And yeah, peace out, guys. Have a good one. Oh, one more thing. I gave Gracie a shout out to you. Oh, heck yeah. He might be expecting you in Wisconsin. I thought you had mentioned you might go. Definitely will be going. I definitely will because it's the 27th and I don't work that day. So definitely will be, man. Seastrom, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. And yeah, I'm going to be bringing something with me. I'm going to leave it to be a little bit of a surprise. I'm going to bring one of my autograph stuff, and I'm going to see if we can auction it off to raise some money, man. So hopefully we can do that for the charity. Hopefully we can do that for the kids, man. Because if you're not giving, at least I can give back, man. So especially for all the stuff that Tom did for me too, man. You guys as well. So yeah. So a little bit of a surprise. I'll let you guys will hopefully figure that out. If you guys, I don't know if it'll be included in the video. If not, I will let you guys know afterwards. But yeah, I'm going to try to bring something so we can raise some money. So, all right, guys.